Team LCPS. This is Doug Straley, Superintendent of Louisa County Public Schools. I hope your summer has gotten off to a great start and you've been able to have some fun. You definitely earned it after what you've accomplished this past school year. Thank you so much for all of your hard work and, more importantly, your support. I truly believe this Louisa community, our community, has set the standard for excellence. So again, thank you. I wanted to reach out to you today to bring you up to speed on the latest preparations for reopening schools in the fall. This afternoon, Governor Northam announced the long-awaited reopening guidelines that have been designed by the Governor's staff, the Secretary of Education, and the Virginia Department of Education. Now that we have these guidelines, we can begin to move forward as a team and develop a plan for our staff and students. There's going to be a lot of important info in this video, so please be sure to watch all of this message. As I get into these details, it's important to understand that school is going to look different this upcoming year. We're going to have to make adjustments, and most importantly, we're going to have to work together. What's the last non-negotiable we always talk about? Grit. That's what this road ahead is going to take. Please know that as we develop our plans and procedures, our students and our staff members are our top priority. Our goal is for everyone to be safe, healthy, and to learn in the most effective way possible. Okay, now let's take a look at the information the Governor provided us earlier today. Governor Northam has devised a plan that will reopen school in phases that correspond with the phase the state is under as a whole. These phases include Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and beyond Phase 3. As of last Friday, June 5th, most of the state, including Louisa County, is under Phase 2 for reopening. Please remember, as cases grow, we could drop back to Phase 1. So we need to continue to follow social distancing rules, washing our hands, and using good judgment to continue to move forward in the reopening phases. So what do these phases look like for our school division? First, let's look at Phase 1. Instruction in Phase 1 will be predominantly remote. In-person instruction may be offered for some special education programs with social distancing in place on buses and throughout the school building. All other students would attend school virtually at home. Remember, this is Phase 1, and the state has currently progressed to Phase 2. Next, let's take a look at Phase 2. Under Phase 2, instruction would still be predominantly remote. And in Phase 2, the state would allow some special education programs in the building. The state would also allow some of our kindergarten through 3rd grade students in the building each day as well, with social distancing rules in place. Again, all others, which include 4th through 12th grade students, would be attending school virtually at home. If all goes well, and there are no major outbreaks of COVID-19, Governor Northam has stated Phase 2 could last from 4 to 8 weeks. That means we will, hopefully, be in Phase 3 when school reopens on August 10th. Under Phase 3, students will be allowed to return, but with 6 feet social distancing rules in place whenever possible, including in classrooms and on the bus. Based off of these requirements, this phase would most likely mean students would attend school in the building a few days per week and work at home through a virtual classroom provided by the teacher on the other days. There are many different ways this could look, but in a nutshell, our students will be rotating into the building, being at school and learning on some days, and being at home and learning on other days. Again, we will most likely be in Phase 2 or Phase 3 when we reopen in the fall. There are many challenges to all of these scenarios, but one of the major challenges we will face will be with transportation under the current guidelines. Social distancing on a school bus is not easy and would greatly limit the number of students we're able to transport to our schools. This is a concern many school divisions share across the Commonwealth, so we're waiting for more direction from the state on this issue. With all of this in mind, it is important to note that no matter what phase our state is in, we plan to start school on August 10th, our original first day of school. Also, I'd like to share with you that we will be offering all of our families the option to attend school 100% virtually for the 2020-21 school year if you so choose. Parents and guardians, if you do not feel comfortable sending your students back to the building, we will provide them with quality virtual instruction for the school year. This option will be available for all pre-K through 12 students. And as we prepare, we also understand some students in our community don't have access to internet. So I want you all to know we're actively working on ways to address that. Our WOW units are just one example. We will continue to come up with innovative ways and strategies to make sure every student has the opportunity to receive a quality education. As we move forward in our planning for the 2020-2021 school year, your input is extremely valuable. Remember, we're all in this together. So tomorrow, Wednesday, June 10th, we're going to be contacting you by email concerning a very important survey that will ask you two main questions. The first question will ask if you prefer your student attend school in a blended model or if you prefer your student to attend 100% virtually. The second question will be about transportation. And we want to know, when your child attends school in the building, do you plan to transport them to school or do you plan to have them use our school buses? Again, we'll be sending you this survey tomorrow, Wednesday, June 10th. You'll receive this survey via email, so please be on the lookout. We ask that you have your responses turned in by next Monday, June 15th. I can't emphasize this enough. Please make sure you fill out this survey. This will be extremely valuable information to us as we plan for the school year ahead. No matter the situation with our return, school is going to look very different than it did this past March through May. Packets may be used as part of our in-person and virtual learning plans, but packets will not be our major mechanism for teaching students. Our focus will be on providing new instruction and unique learning opportunities. Also in the spring, the governor made it clear he did not want us grading our student work. That is not the case this fall. All work will be graded. Assignments will need to be completed, whether virtual or in person. And those will be the standards. So again, be prepared for that, as all work will be graded. We're also looking into how social distancing guidelines will affect athletics and activities for all of our students. So our principals and athletic director will be communicating out further details soon as we receive further guidance from the Virginia Department of Education and the Virginia High School League. So now, we do what we do. We go to work and we devise a plan that works for this Louisa community. Through this process, I ask for your patience. We know there are many unanswered questions, but we are dedicated to working through the details and providing you with the answers as soon as possible. Please know this will take some time. This is not an overnight process we're looking at, and there is no perfect plan that works for everyone. Our administrative team is working through many intricate details so we can provide our students with the best education possible, where our students will be able to lead the way. We will all need to work together to make this happen. Throughout this process, my goal is to communicate with you as much as possible. I want all of us to be as informed as possible. Our goal and hope is to provide you with a more detailed structure of what school will look like for each of our schools by early July. Again, we hope to communicate out to you a more detailed plan by early July. Team, this is our opportunity to grow and flourish. These are unique times, but it's times like these that separate the good from the great. And it's times like these that our Louisa community always steps up. Let's continue to make the magic happen here on our journey to greatness in all we do. Let's continue to lead the way here in Louisa County. Have a great day, everyone, and we are Team LCPS.